Hello, good morning. DadSchooled Podcast.com. I'm Josh.
I'm Jimmy. Good morning.
Good morning. It's been a while, Jimmy, and public out there in the ether.
A little MIA for a couple weeks. Sorry about that, everybody. But I'm back.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it's Jimmy's fault, but it wasn't my fault.
I will. Yeah. Life happens. Life
definitely happens, and we roll with those punches. That's why we don't plan for a full 52 episodes a year. We just plan for what we can do because life happens.
Yeah.
But today, it's kind of the same topic of life. Today, everyone around the United States has probably experienced this and moved past this event in their lives. Your kids are now back to school in one way, shape, or form, either in your homeschool, in your private school, or in your public school. Your kids are back to school, and you are still a dad. That didn't change the fact that you're a dad. So now what? Now what do? Do you change being what kind of dad you are because your kids are back in school? That's what we're going to talk about today. How you should change everything about yourself now. No, joking.
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
But in that spirit, my kids are homeschooled. I don't know if anybody knew that yet or not. But we had a full day of celebration, I would call it, introduction to the homeschool year. We had this classic porch pictures, shared those on social media. We actually started a week or two earlier than public school around here. So I held on to those pictures in hopes that all my friends would post theirs so I can join in the fun. And they didn't disappoint. I put them out there, and it was great. Wife made some nifty little T-shirts for everybody to have like our school name on it. It's like basically our subdivision street name with the year it was established, which threw me off a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what's 2017 have to do with anything? Apparently that's when our school started. Didn't know that.
There you go.
But yeah, it was a fun time. I cooked on the Blackstone, did some bacon, eggs, and pancakes. Bacon, eggs, and pancakes. Funfetti pancakes. That's pancakes with little sprinkles mixed in.
That's extra celebratory. That's great.
It is.
Yeah.
And kids got some cool I had some earbuds, I think. Found some cheap earbuds from Target, little animal ones, like a pig earbud or a corgi earbud. It's kind of funny.
Like looks like a pig coming out of your ear?
No. There's a carrying case as a head of the animal. And the earbuds go in the little wireless earbuds. They're cheap little things we found at Target.
They missed an opportunity there.
Yeah. What else? Kids all started all their activities. My girls and my oldest are in volleyball now. Like that started full swing, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. And then we have my youngest in soccer. He's in club soccer this year, so he has like two to three practices a week and a game. So that's kicking our schedule off in full gear. And I'm listing all these things out because I want. So I'll continue. Sorry. One of my daughters is violin. One of my other daughters has cello practice, and then my son has piano practice. So all these things come together, and we have youth starting up today, actually, at our church, youth group, our Wednesday service. So that makes our calendars full, and we're running around all the time. We're trying to negotiate those turbulent waters of free time and watch our summer into the distance fade over the horizon. And the weather is turning cooler. It's 58 degrees now. It's not 2,000 degrees outside with full humidity. It is actually pleasant. So times are changing for us. That is our school's kickoff. Jimmy, have you guys started school?
We did. We started kind of in earnest last week.
Okay.
Was kind of the big kickoff. I can honestly and confidently say I saw two families back to school photo shoots this year, and only two.
You're not a social media searcher though, are you?
I'm not. I social media is just I'm wired to not be compatible, I guess. I don't know, but I got a text from you of your
Yes.
lovely family, and I got a text of my lovely family, and
I
that's it. And
that's
I'm happy with that.
those are the two you got.
Those are
One of the
the two
families
back
was
to
his
school
own.
photos that I saw are your family and my family, and that
Yeah, I learned that about you.
great.
I found you on Facebook before, and I messaged you a bunch of times, and you never responded. And I'm like, what the heck, dude?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't like me. You know, I didn't think that
Well,
too much. Like I wasn't like going freaking out.
mhm.
But then one day I was like, hey, do you see that meme I sent you? Because that's like the only reason I'm online is, uh,
Meme
just seeing what
hunting.
people's lives are at and that I know. Like there's people I went to high school with that I've never interacted with a day in my life outside of high school or previous school, like elementary school.
Yeah.
But it's fun to see what they do with their lives. Like I'm not a stalker. It's just like, oh, this person got a new job to work here. That's pretty cool. Oh, they got a nice looking family. That's pretty cool. Good for them. I like seeing that kind of stuff. I love seeing people go through the stages of life. It's really, it's fun to see that. Second reason, awesome memes. That's why I scalp them off the internet, and social media is great for getting memes. Um, and three, that's basically it. Just memes and seeing people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. My
I was
page
asking you, why didn't you see
consists
that
of
meme I sent you? And you're like,
oh,
I
I'm
don't know what
sorry.
social media is.
My page consists of cover photo, and
Yeah,
that's it.
Jimmy Jimmy joined. That's all it
That's
says.
all. That's all there is. Yeah. It's out there. It exists. Anyway, yeah. So school started. We are also in a homeschool co-op, so that started up last week. The first get together shindig of all the kids getting together. But yeah, everything else on our calendar, we've got both of our girls are in dance class. We've got a awesome a Christian dance studio that's not far from our neighborhood. That the way that they operate is we couldn't ask for anything better. We love it. It's great. Um, but they're in that. Our oldest also is in a Bible quizzing, uh, competitive Bible quizzing thing is new this year. A lot of her
Wow.
friends, yeah, a lot of her friends at our homeschool co-op are all in this group, and she joined in with them this year. So she's got that on the calendar. Our church is now hosting an American Heritage Girls group,
Right. Yeah.
and I always because I don't have sons. So what's the boys one?
Trail
Trail
life.
Life. Trail Life. So
Yeah.
they started a Trail Life group this year too. But our youngest is jumping in the AHG group. So we've got that
Yeah.
sprinkled in with everything. I'm probably missing another one or two things that are going on
You,
in our life.
you know, and this is
All of
the
it.
AHG is for your youngest, right?
Just her, yeah.
Yeah.
Our
So,
oldest could be in it. There is a age group,
mhm.
but she's got other things happening that night. So
Yeah. When my twins were about your youngest age, maybe a little younger, we had them in AHG, and it was busy. I'll put it that way.
yeah,
There is never an opportunity that you will have free time ever again if you keep them in that group for very long. Great group, it was fun activities for them, but especially early the younger side of it, there's a lot of activities to do. I go to.
yeah.
And same like my oldest son was in trail life for about a year and a half. He
Hmm.
had a year before the COVID lockdowns and uh, topics, and that event actually killed the entire troop that we had. The church
Yeah,
closed
yeah.
down for a while, and we got kicked out of it, I think, and our troop just kind of disintegrated and never came back up. So this is actually the very first. I think this year, a couple of weeks ago, they kicked it off at our church. Is the first AHG and well, I'm not sure about AHG, but first trail life in this area, like in a 15-20 mile radius in this area
This close to
in
our neighborhood.
5 years. Like
Yeah,
5 years ago is when we stopped. So that's pretty cool. It's a great organization. Couldn't recommend it more than anything else. It's great. We had a lot of we missed all of the outings on the weekends
that's
because that's kind of like why we're not doing it right now.
Mhm.
My oldest was in soccer. And it was a local, not very like competitive team. It wasn't a club team or anything, but he still had practice once a week, and then he had games every single Saturday or Sunday. And the games always, and he did basketball at the time too. But they're through the Y, and the games and everything always went over top of the events they had, the camping trips, the hiking trips, all that stuff. So
Mhm.
we made the every other Monday night meeting, but we could never make any activities, barely. And my son actually, we were talking about it, and he's like, "We didn't do much in that." I was like, "No, we didn't, because we did soccer all the time. That's why." He's like, "You mean we could have gone camping?" I was like, "Yeah, we could have gone camping and fishing, hiking." He's like, "Man, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know,
Could have.
could have." So that's kind of like my youngest. We're not doing it right now because he just joined this club team. It was a tryout, pretty big actually. He's more. I would say he's very into soccer, more into soccer than any of my other kids were. And this is a club team, so there's a lot of practices. So there's no way we could do trail life.
Yeah.
Just too busy.
I mean, the thing that I'm looking forward to, that I'm seeing and realizing as I kind of look through everything that we've got going on with our kids, is we're getting to that point in their lives where our oldest is early teenager, our youngest just turned 8, so they've got a pretty broad, number of years in between them, and they're basically best friends. I mean, when we're here at home, like, they are each other's best friends, which is awesome. Is what you want to see in your kids. Um, but they are starting to get to those phases in their life where, now that our youngest is, hitting 8, and finally I feel like this is the stage in life where you start to kind of discover who you are and what your interests are. And so
Mm-hmm.
now starting to see, well, our oldest really likes this kind of stuff, but our youngest likes this kind of stuff, and seeing them become even more autonomous,
Yeah,
which can be hard for a homeschool family where you're just always in the same room, always on top of each other. But now we can start to try to figure out ways to help each of them flourish in their own interests, and that's fun. It's actually been fun. I'm sure I'm going to regret saying that at the end of the school year, as you're saying all of the events that come up. Our youngest also, she's um, this will be her first year doing it, but it's like a local drama troupe
yeah,
sort of thing. So they've got their big, huge show at the end of the year. So she'll be doing that also.
yeah.
It's just, it's new, something new for her to try, and she's going to try it. So lots
As
of things.
awesome, like with multiple children, as awesome as it is to see them start to get their individuality and get their own interests and just like take off in a direction, it also, as a parent, can be super stressful because like you want to help them with that, but you have more than one child
Yep.
and a job and responsibilities,
Mhm.
and it's hard. Like I remember when my girls were both doing, like, we're blessed right now that my kids are doing mostly all the same things. Like my my oldest son and his volleyball team is the same coach as my girls volleyball coach. Like he's coach he has children of that age group as well, both like, similar to my older and my twins. So it's great that he's coaching still, so they're all familiar with each other. They're all homeschool co-op families, so it's like we're in our bubble still. But
Yeah.
it's nice because we have the same activities, same schedules, and we can go places together. Um, we started experiencing differences in that a couple of years ago when my daughters, one went, they both used to do gymnastics. One broke off and started doing silks. So we had one in gymnastics still and one in silks. And then the other one went from gymnastics over to silks. And I think that's a lot of, not the twin pressure, but they wanted to be together, even though they sometimes act like they hate being twins. They do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
So she came over and they both did silks. Same with violin and cello. Like one started violin,
Mm.
one had no musical instrument at all, and we were like, we gotta change this. So she had to pick something. That's a rule in our house. You gotta play an instrument. You gotta play something. Um, so she chose cello, which was in the same orchestra. So they go to the same orchestra practices, different instructors.
There you go.
Instructor. That was a weird word. Sorry.
You made the landing.
Yeah, sure. But and the reason I'm saying all this is like the scheduling behind this is really interesting sometimes because you have like Tuesday and Wednesday practices for violin. You have, our son does piano practice, and luckily that's pretty close to our house where he does that, like 15 minutes away. But that's on Tuesdays, so it's like middle of the day, kind of in the day. Got to kind of leave work early a little bit to do that, and then come back and work a little more when I get back. And then Fridays, my one of my daughters has cello with her instructor, so it's like you got to balance all these different times. Luckily with sports, they're all the same right now, so it's like a blessing. But usually when there's a game for one, there's a game for both, or they're within the same hour or 2 hours, so it's not terrible. But man, life can get busy fast.
This is where that meme of or just the joke of you're a taxi service for your kids, like it's legit.
Yeah, I know like our pastor, our senior pastor at our church, he's mentioned this to me before. This year is different for them. They have I think they have 6 kids, which is crazy. Like a lot. I used to thought 4 was a lot. That's 6. That's a lot. That's a blessing. But I can imagine like the schedule, and they do public school, so their kids are all in sports, like heavy into
heavy sports team,
the baseballs and all the balls,
all the sports balls,
all the sports balls, baskets, the footballs, all the things. But like their practices and their schedule is so crazy that I remember this year I was being told I think they have 3 kids, so 3 are college or married or off, and 3 are left, and it's just such a more relaxed schedule, and it's a lot. They're going into a busier season now, obviously, because they're all in sports still, but it's a different season for their lives, and I'm thinking like we're going through the same thing, you and me. Like we have different kids in different sports, and we're not even to the peak of that yet.
No.
It's going to keep on going for, I my oldest just turned 14. He has another year or 2 before he's really starting to be more independent with going places. And I fully intend to use him to pick groceries up whenever he has his license. It's going to be like, you have your license, yay, go get the groceries.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's a different mindset. And as dads, and like, let's bring this all back into dads, right? Because that's another thing I've been thinking about this past week or so. Is like people keep on asking me about our podcast, and so it's dads and homeschool. I'm like, no. That might have been the first idea we both had way back when we first started this, over a year ago, by the way.
That's wild.
Yeah. But it's not. In my mind, it's always been about dads. And I mean, I hate to exclude the whole women's side from this and the moms, but they have their own podcasts. Go there. And not saying that moms can't listen to us, because I know several moms who do, and I appreciate them. But the purpose of this is for us to be an encouragement for dads, because dads are special in their own way. They need a certain kind of encouragement, just like our kids need a special kind of encouragement for their busy schedules they're just going into right now. Us dads need also a place that we can, not saying relax, because I don't see this as like a kick back and relax, listen to us talk about nonsense kind of channel. But just encouragement. Things in life are difficult. Sometimes there's weights on dad's shoulders that dads have to deal with, and sometimes it goes unsaid what we have to deal with. And that's the purpose of this channel, is to school each other and how to deal with those things. So we're all here together, and it's dad school, not dad homeschool only. It's all dads, and we're here to learn how to be better dads and better people.
Yeah, I think dads in general, we have a tendency of hiding in our little hidey hole, just kind of being on our own. And then when you layer on, just as we're talking about, all the things that are going on with family and kids, work schedules, everything else, can be incredibly challenging and difficult to have meaningful connection with other dads, with other guys that can be encouraging, challenging, helping push you to be, the best version of yourself. That's hard. It's challenging because A, you're busy, and B, we are the ones that are less likely to open up with each other. So we've got two big hurdles, that keep us from really developing sometimes. And we want to be just part of that encouraging voice in the back of your head saying, you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously, neither one of us is the stereotypical, I'm not going to say gym rat or like alpha male testosterone building, but being guys and being dads, we have experienced that culture of guy, and this is not always the case in every single guy. I understand that. But a majority of the time, the stereotype is don't cry, don't let people see your weakness, don't let people see that you don't know what you're doing. You gotta always have an answer. You gotta, and we as guys, I'm not saying that there aren't girls out there who have to deal with the stresses that guys deal with, but guys have to deal with a different kind of stress in the sense that we're supposed to be seen as that strong figure in the household or in society. Now, we can go into a whole nother podcast, a whole nother episode on how the wussification of our society has become. And I firmly believe that we need more dudes stepping up and being dudes. But I'd say generally it's hard. Like it's frowned upon sometimes for us to be that strong male influence in society nowadays. And that's also the reason that this podcast is important is we're not the pop to collar, polo shirt, dude bro kind of guys, but it's okay for us to express emotion. We haven't cried yet on this show, but it's not outside the realm of possibilities.
But when the cameras go off, man.
Yes. Man, it's what I don't know where you're going with that. Okay, it's a mess. We're stronger off the camera. That's what you're saying? Yeah. No, we're actually weaker.
Yeah.
No, but all that to be said, like there's in my mind, that's our purpose is to strengthen and support. And as anti bro dude as that sounds, it's important. Deep down, guys still need to be supported. You still need to have a group of people, and the best group of people that I can think of would be strong male Christian role models in society. That's, in my opinion, the better route than weak. Trying to dance around all these terms that would instantly get our show canceled. Weak people. How's that?
Sure. Yeah.
But I really feel strongly about that, and it's fun to goof around and all that. But in the end, our kids need strong leadership in society, and it starts in your household. It starts with I believe in the platonic mom-dad situation in a household. There are piles of statistics around how a child in a mom-dad relationship family flourishes versus a single parent family, a two dad or a two mom family. There are statistical numbers behind this. I'm not saying there's not exceptions to the rules. And obviously, if you're a single mom or a single dad and you have no support group besides that, situations happen in life that put you there. And it's most of the time, very unfortunate on how that happened. And you're doing the best you can. Keep on going. But I'm saying, ideally, that's what we're here for, is to support men in our kids' lives. And that's the end. That's the end of that whole speech.
Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, you have military experience in your background.
Yes.
I don't. So, I mean, correct me if, or maybe your experience is different. But I think in particular, men who have had combat experience. I think in particular, you hear the stories of guys who are in the trenches together, like not just figuratively, but they're literally, like, their lives are in each other's hands and they're going through some stuff. That's like the most extreme version, but here at home in small town USA, we are still in the trenches of life together, and we still go through stuff. And oftentimes, like I was saying, men, we have that tendency of just going into our little man hidey hole and be on my own.
Man,
We just and you know
t-shirt idea, Jimmy. It's a
we
t-shirt
tend to
idea.
be you like that. That's the new bumper sticker.
Man, hidey hole.
But we have a tendency to just try to do things on our own, and I'm gonna go it alone. I've got this. Asking for help or asking for just another set of eyes or another set of thoughts to look at a situation, that shows weakness. And it's somehow we convince ourselves, no, I need to look strong to others, which means I have to be alone.
Yeah.
which oftentimes ends up just leading to even more failure.
Yeah, and one day you look back and you're like, everyone says I'm such a lone wolf, and I never want to work with anybody, and it's what you've been striving for your whole life because you think you need to be alone, but you really don't need to be alone. We're
Yeah.
not meant to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, God created Adam and Eve because man needed a helper, needed a companion, not because Adam was alpha male bro who should have been by himself his whole life. No,
Yeah.
there's a
Well, I
reason.
think I probably brought it up on one of our earlier episodes, but the whole idea, it's so many men's ministry groups are based on the verse in Proverbs of as iron sharpens iron. Like that's like the quintessential Bible verse for men's groups and churches, which it's a great one. But I think what oftentimes gets missed in it, it's the idea of iron sharpening iron. It only happens when the two pieces of iron come in contact with each other.
Yeah.
You can't have, I got my iron over here and you got your iron over here, and we just sit down and have a breakfast, and then we get up and go our separate ways, but we never actually talk to each other. We don't get to know each other. We're not building memories or being challenged together. It's that contact is when the sparks fly and the sharpening happens. And you gotta find that opportunity, find that avenue in your life as a husband, as a dad, as an individual man. You need to have those contact opportunities in your life to knock that rough stuff off of you. Otherwise, a dull blade is a dangerous blade, is what I was always taught. And you got to get sharpened.
Yeah, I want to clear up. I don't have combat experience in the
Right.
military, but I mean, the
Delta
closest
Force,
combat, the
right?
closest, no, Delta Force, no, no. I was in the mechanic side of fixing jet engines, so that's my combat experience is turning wrenches. But I will say I don't have okay. I might be unique in this way, but I don't have like many extremely close friends that I've worked with. A lot of my friends are church friends or family friends that just we go through life together. And that's another topic actually, because um, life is rough. Life is not easy, and it goes along with what you're saying. Iron sharpens iron. Even if you put two iron pieces together and they just sit next to each other, and it was like, they don't do anything. Like just lay the swords on top of each other, and it's not going to sharpen. You got to actually have friction. You got to have sparks. You have interaction, like you said. Some of my strongest friend work relationships were at jobs that were terrible, and the reason
Right.
the reason of that is because you find camaraderie with people going through like struggles. Okay,
Yep.
so in this context, we have dads going through the struggles of life, right? I got family friends. That's why family is so close to you as well, because like you're in close proximity, you're going through the same crap together, and you're experiencing that, and you're getting through it, and you're leaning on each other, and because of that, your relationship grows stronger. And you've been like you've you've heard the phrase, "We've been through stuff, man. We've seen some stuff." You
That's
know,
right.
it's not always like gory combat, but sometimes it's gory life. It's just what happens, and
Yeah.
you come out of it. And if you stay with each other and you encourage each other, you get stronger. If you are selfish and you isolate yourself and you don't reach out to other people, you grow apart. Actually, like I have friends that I've been friends with for a very long time, and our relationships used to be really strong, and life's changed. They've gone one direction. I've gone a different direction. I don't stay in contact with them as like I used to. I don't reach out as much as I used to, and they don't reach out to me as like they used to. And we just don't. We're diverging, you know. So it's sad and it makes me upset. And but then again, it's like I look back at it, and I'm like, that's how life's going. Their path and their journey is taking them that way. Mine is taking me a different way, and maybe that's for the best, or that's how it's supposed to be, you know. But I don't know. I don't know what's going with all that. Man, today's
Stay.
just a dumping session, isn't it?
No, it's good. This is good. I mean, I think the primary point is if maybe you're at that spot in your life, those of you out there, you might need to take stock, take inventory of who is your community. You know, who are other men around you? Who do you already feel like you've got a even just a twinkling of camaraderie with, someone that has similar worldview, sense of humor, you know, whatever.
Positive influences.
And is a positive influence, not
Yes.
someone who's dragging you down. But this is a great, you know, that your kids are starting off a new year. I know it's fall, so
Yes.
it's the end of the calendar year, but it's the beginning of a new season for your family. It could be a great opportunity for you to, you know what, I'm gonna pause for 30 minutes this week and try to take inventory of who do I have in my back corner, who's been there for me. Is there someone that I can take an opportunity to try to develop that relationship, develop that brotherhood a little bit more, go out and get some coffee, go get a big breakfast sandwich. Men like that sort of thing. I do. But it's a great chance to like, you know what, I need those people in my corner. So I'm going to try to pursue at least one other guy to have that brotherhood with.
And you don't need to fight them either. Like I was talking about, iron needs to like grind and not that sense. You don't need to be grinding with people just to make sparks so you think you can sharpen iron. That's also not a combat thing. You don't need to like one must fall, you know, Highlander, one person rules them all kind of thing. That's not Highlander. That's Lord of the Rings. Highlander is there can be only one. Like you can't go through life just battling everybody thinking that's how you get on top. You got to come alongside people and I hate this word, empathetic. I hate that. I don't know why. I struggle with it so much. That's half my problem probably. But yeah, you got to be there for people, and you got and in turn, how life works, they should be there for you, but you also need to be there for them. And why it's important is your kids need to see that. Your kids need to, like, you need, this is part of the modeling of parenting, modeling as a dad. You should be strengthening and growing those good relationships so your kids see you strengthening and growing those good relationships. And it shouldn't be ignoring your kids to do this. You should incorporate this into your lives in a way that isn't neglecting your kids, obviously. But when you model this kind of thing to them, they will understand it's important not to close up, not to go into their kid hidey hole. Oh, that sounds bad. I shouldn't use that one. They shouldn't leave the conversation. They should come to the conversation. If they see you having those conversations with your friends, then they'll know it's okay to talk about things. You know, obviously keep it age appropriate, but it's important that we model our own struggles and model our own activities and how we solve them for our kids, so they know the correct way to take care of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So new seasons.
Hopefully better seasons, right?
Yeah.
Better seasons, new seasons. I think 'tis the season. No.
Almost.
Almost.
You haven't broken out the Christmas music yet, have you?
No. That's you gotta wait till the Thanksgiving music's over first.
the albums and albums of Thanksgiving music.
Yeah. Hey, you have the next one's Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
That's coming soon.
Have we experienced a Halloween together yet? Like we haven't been this close in a Halloween. We didn't have a podcast last Halloween, did we?
I don't think so.
Okay. How did I say a year then? Maybe we haven't done this a year. We haven't done this a year. Holy cow. This has been a long year. We started in like January, didn't we?
Something like that.
January, February.
It might have been.
Okay. Holy cow. We're only a couple months into this.
I didn't feel like doing a live fact check in the middle of the.
Yeah, I fact checked myself. That was a dumb mistake, man. We're gonna get canceled because I can't say the correct the dates. But no, so that means okay. This year we gotta figure something out for Halloween. I don't know. I don't even know what you guys do for Halloween. Like, do you go around? Do you believe? Okay, do you believe in Halloween?
I believe in free candy.
Okay, so that's the important part. We believe in candy, and it's flowing into our bags and sacks, right?
Well, and then here's the crazy part for Halloween, and we're like way early talking about this topic, but with dairy allergies in our home, the two kids, that means all the chocolate goes to mom and dad, and they get all the like Twizzlers and Skittles and all the non-chocolate things. So there's no complaints on our end.
Okay. So are you guys a trick-or-treating family, or are you just a sit at home and answer the door family? Or are you a turn the lights out and don't stand on my lawn family?
I don't know that since we had kids I don't think we've ever handed out candy at our door because we're always gone.
Okay. That's acceptable. Like if you said we never handed candy at our door because we just lock it and shut the lights off, that's one thing. But you're actually doing something.
We do. The lights are off because we don't want people thinking we're jerks not answering the door, but we're not here.
Okay. Do you have traditions for this? I mean, this probably should be a different episode, but now I'm really curious.
Right. Yeah. No, we meet up with other friends and go through their neighborhood and bonfire in the backyard, s'mores, the whole thing.
You have a whole thing. Okay. Man. I'm jealous. I wish I had a whole thing. We just go around here and get candy.
And there's one guy. There's a guy that we're pretty sure like no one else ever goes to his house. He's like across the street from the friend's house that we meet up at, and he always hands out full-size candy bar, but it's a full-size Hershey with almonds, which is like the whole almonds, which is like the least popular candy bar if you're going to hand out full candy bars. But I guess it's his favorite. But every single year, we have stacks of expired Hershey's almond bars in our pantry because that's not our chocolate of choice.
Red Rover it over here, man. I'll take care of that for you.
Last year he handed out. You go to Walmart and you get like the regular size Hershey bars, but it's in a pack of 6.
Yeah.
He was handing out the 6-packs to each kid. So that's why we have so much. He's like, one for you, because no one else is coming to my door.
I'm gonna need this address. This address. This is awesome. I would totally eat those. I actually like the almond ones. Those are good.
I'll eat them if there's no other chocolate available.
All right, I'll stop bringing up random holidays. I think okay. So hold on, we have to do one thing before we leave. So, as always, if you as dads out there have any stories to share or anything about changing seasons in your lives, if you have any comments or questions or concerns or just want to tell us what's going on, please hit us up, DadSchoolPodcast.com, and drop us a note. If that doesn't work, if something happens to the website that I'm not aware of, it's not working anymore because no one's messaging, hit us up on Facebook or YouTube's or Twitter /X/Twitch. We're on all those places. I'm even on Instagram.
You can even send a postcard.
You can't mail it because I have no address on there you can use.
But just put it in your mailbox. It'll go somewhere.
Yes, you can send it somehow, some way, shape, or form. But yes, reach out to us, drop us a note, let us know how you're doing. We're interested in coming alongside you and helping you. But yeah, that's about it. Jimmy, it's been great. Any last thoughts?
Keep dadding, everybody.
Keep dadding on. Don't go in your dad hidey hole.
Stay out.
Stay out of your dad hidey hole. Oh, man. Okay. Have a good week. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye.